Nigga, it's just too hard to get into this country. It should be easier. But also, it's some niggas, it's hard, right? So you have to sneak in. Sometimes there are laws that you have to circumnavigate. I get that. But, my nigga, what's the point of borders then? If just anyone can come in. I don't want to say it like that because now I sound like one of the Tiki Torch whites. It's the point of borders, man. Everyone can come in. No, that's not what I mean. No, I just. All right, guys. I know it's been a minute, but I am back, ready to podcast. We back on set. What's going on, guys? My name's Cliff, and this is Let's Be Blunt, the show where we give you some general news. And guys, I'm your general. Here goes some news. Let's pour one out for Kobe. I'm not going to pour one out on my floor, but let's pretend I did. But, since we're on the topic of sports, right, I want to talk about some feel-good moments before we get into the meat of the podcast, right? And one of my favorite feel-good moments, I know I'm a Patriots fan, right, but it involves the Bills. And I actually wanted the Bills to be in the playoffs so they could beat Tom Brady. The record against him since I've been a Patriots fan is, 32-3, 33-3, one of those two? But I'm still a fan of the Bills, and I wanted to see them succeed and finally vanquish Tom Brady. He's not on my team, so I don't really care. But they didn't, and that's sad. But one of my favorite moments in sports involves the Bills. So basically, the Bills were trying to get in the playoffs, right? And they had the win at Miami, but they also needed the Bengals to beat the Ravens so they could sneak into the playoffs. Well, Andy Dalton on the last-second touchdown to Tyler Boyd wins and beats the Ravens. Not only do the Bengals, who aren't playing for anything, get to spoil their rival season, but they help push Buffalo into the playoffs for the first time in 17 years. This video right here, recorded in the locker room, shows grown men at their happiest. Look at them. They are so happy. The fans were so happy. The fans were so happy that they donated over $600,000 to Andy Dalton's charity for sick kids. They continued to donate even after the Buffalo Bills were kicked out of the playoffs. Bills Mafia, say what you will about them, and tables all over the country may hate them, but that act of kindness, that just is, I don't know, man. That doesn't warm your heart, even if you don't watch sports. That, not random, but they donated the money, $17 increments, by the way, each dollar for every year the playoffs they missed. I was just like, that's heartwarming, yo. That is inspiring. Everyone try and be like Bills Mafia. You know who isn't inspiring, though, is this nigga Trump. Yo, hold on, let's celebrate. This nigga Trump out of here, yo, hold on. For my audio listeners, I was out here celebrating. That's why you didn't hear me talk for a little bit. But cheers to that nigga being gone. And niggas like, oh, Biden's not that great either. Okay. And whoever said you have to love every single aspect of the person you elect? There's this thought, right, where one, if you vote for someone, you have to stick by them and you can't criticize them. You have to adore them and basically be loyal to them. And we saw where that got people with Trump. But it wasn't just Trump. It happened with Obama. It happened with Bush. It happened with Clinton. Happened with Reagan. Happened with Nixon. Well, maybe not Nixon. But it happens. You vote for somebody and you got to back that nigga. No. All right? Liking someone that much should mean that you hold them to a higher standard, not a lower standard. If you love someone and you adore that person, you want them to be the best version of themselves. So why wouldn't you hold them to a higher standard? Not that you should hold anyone to a higher or put anyone on a pedestal, but if you're going to do that, right, shouldn't you expect them to be better than what? So if Biden mess up, yeah, we're going to be on Biden's ass. It's not like I'm out here like wearing a Biden t-shirt after you might have worn it on election day. That's what's up. I don't care about that. But we're not pulling that shit out the closet. We might donate that shit to Goodwill. It's not blind loyalism. Like, you know what that is called? That's called fascism. That's what fascism is. It's blind loyalism because of insert blank. But also too, the happiness comes from the fact that this nigga Trump is gone. Yo, all right, let's talk about this nigga Trump was the most fuck nigga president we have ever had. Look, all right, maybe not ever. And as a history major, I should know some other presidents. But this nigga fucked up on every level. There have been some presidents, my foreign policy was trash, or, I did send the country into a depression, or, I did handle this plague wrong. But this nigga Trump did all three. This nigga Trump hit, what's the game? Bingo. This nigga, he won bingo in the presidential fuck ups. All right, he did do a little bit. He did a little bit. Niggas always like, Trump was the war. He ain't do shit. I'm niggas. But he did do a little bit. All right. He had tax reforms, and some niggas got a little more money on their tax refund, paid a little less. What it was supposed to do, right? Because corporations got big tax cuts. It was supposed to be like, oh, listen, the people have more money and they're going to put that back into the economy and it's going to raise by 3%. And this nigga Trump was like 6%. He was always trying to go overshoot. And why? Nigga, just let the officials talk. That's why they're officially there to talk for you. But that didn't happen. We didn't see that. I mean, he also had the First Step Act trying to do some prison reforms. That was whatever. And then he started killing niggas right before Joe Biden was inaugurated. So I was like, okay, you're going to reform the prisons, but just niggas on death row. He was like, chop, 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 chop. All right, cool. Okay. He also did defeat ISIS, whatever. ISIS, whatever these niggas was. I'll give him that. But that's where I draw the line. People will be like, Trump made America better for black people. Where? Well, what America? Where? What America you in? That didn't happen for me or a lot of the people I know. So where it happened at? This nigga, y'all remember Charlottesville and the Tiki Torch Whites, as Dave Chappelle said, and Trump said that there's some upstanding citizens there. What, nigga? What? This nigga literally ran over some people, like a whole bunch of pros. Okay, cool. Nah, y'all remember how this nigga went over to North Korea and shook this nigga's hand, right? I remember President Obama did a little deal, and it was like a 200+ page document with revisions, people on site trying to denuclearize. I forget which country it was. I won't sound ignorant right now. Trump went over, got a 1-page document signed, and then shook this nigga's hand in North Korea. I was like, yo, our global image is intact. Niggas just laughing at us. Niggas at the fucking UN meeting just bickering at this nigga, talking behind his back in front of him because he only speak one language. These niggas just laughing at him. We were the laughing stock of the world under this nigga. Talk about the family separation jail where he literally took kids away from their parents, and it was like, oh, Obama did that too. And it's like, well, no. I mean, there was a detention center and there was a task force to collect undocumented immigrants. Regardless how you feel on that stance of whether or not how we let people who aren't from this country in, me personally, I feel it's too hard to get into this country. And this country ain't shit. Look, it's better than other countries, and I have a privilege to live in America. I can acknowledge that. But this country ain't shit. I enjoy living here, though. I'm cool with it. But it's like one of those, like, oh, you've been in this domestic abuse relationship for so long. You've just been battered down and beaten, and you're like, whatever, I guess I'll stay. Like, that's where I'm at with America. It's also expensive to leave. These niggas, like, you gonna pay us if you try and dip. So I gotta stay here. But, like, nigga, it's just too hard to get into this country. It should be easier. But also, if some niggas, it's hard, right? So you have to sneak in. Sometimes there are laws that you have to circumnavigate. I get that. But, my nigga, what's the point of borders then? If just anyone can come in. I don't want to say it like that because now I sound like one of the Tiki Torch Whites. It's the point of borders, if everyone can come in. No, that's not what I mean. No, I guess I just mean like it's okay. You can't just sneak in places like that's not right. It's not like, all right. It should be a fine. You shouldn't be allowed to. Everyone would just sneak in, nigga. Just sneak in with money. I don't know. I don't know the answer to the border situation. I think it is fair to say there should be not a wall. Everyone come in single file, or just open borders so everybody come over. I don't. What does Europe do? We should just do whatever. I don't want to say do whatever Europe does, but yeah. I need to do more. I'm going to come back and do more research on this because, yeah, I have no answer for that. But definitely not separating kids and putting them in cages. They gave these niggas aluminum foil to lay on. I was like, am I a baked potato or am I a child? What's going on here? Like, why are you separating children from families, nigga? That's the only person this nigga know, and he is 5. So we just traumatizing kids now. South Park did a really good take on this because yeah, niggas just out here traumatizing kids. Just like, yeah, I know you had no choice and you were brought over here because you're a minor, but now you're in jail for no reason. No reason at all. There's okay. All right, yeah, cool. Whatever. The whole entire Middle East is also a disaster because Trump pulled out of the Middle East, which, you know, again, with foreign policy, say what you will, where people feel like, oh, okay, because our country's so messed up, we should work on us first before you start helping other people. You can't put something about fire and somebody else on fire. You can't put yourself out with somebody else. I don't know the saying, but you can't give money to someone else if you don't have money yourself, right? Here's my thing. We are also one of the most developed countries in the world, and sometimes moral good outweighs money. So like, it doesn't matter if it's not beneficial for us to be over there. Some people feel it's America has too many fingers in the pot and they should just let things happen. Cool. I get it. When like America goes in and they're like, all right, freedom. And everyone's like, cool. And it's like, well, all right, really, it's like, we're kind of just going to influence the way things play out from here. It's like, no, we just need help. I know, but now you need our help still. And it's like, no, back up. If we just cut out that part and just go in and dip, sometimes you gotta stay in overseas shit because you cut off the head, 3 more heads grow up. I get that, but then just sit back. Don't just be, I don't know. Again, foreign policy is hard. This nigga Trump didn't even care. He was just like, whatever, we're out of it. I was like, wait, this nigga Trump didn't even care. He was like, we're out of it. I was like, wait, just for a second. The rest of our allies were like, nigga, wait, just chill, slow down. You were only in power for 4 years. Can you just sit on it for like 2 years at least? Oh, okay, cool. All right, cool. The economy is in shambles. He came in and it was boosting and he was like, that's me. And I was like, no, nigga, you just got here. And I'll give it the fact that we just went through a pandemic and it was special. So it's whatever. I'll give you that. Maybe a better president could have handled it better. Niggas could have we could have got more stimulus checks. We could have put more money into slow down. Because yeah, nigga, like what? We needed more money. We just try to get more money. If you want to stimulate the economy, we need something to stimulate it with. If I ain't got money, and then guess what? We're in a pandemic. Oh shit, I'm out of a job. What, nigga? Can you just give me money so I can give it back to you? If you give us money continually, we're just gonna buy the shit we buying now. Essentials. You know, people gonna be buying expensive stuff from private governments or whatever from companies, and those companies are paying taxes to the government. Everyone making money. Republicans love to say and talk about trickle down economics, but they don't fully understand. It's not like trickling down because when you get to the bottom, it's just fucking water just flowing. That's not how it works. It's a fountain, nigga. The water comes back up. But what happens is it's a big ass cup up here holding a bunch of water and it's slowly trickling down. Niggas, y'all not helping anybody. I thought y'all was supposed to drain the swamp. Y'all just feeding it. The swamp big as shit now. What are you talking about? Drain it. Nigga said plug the swamp. COVID-19. This nigga fumbled every part of COVID-19. This nigga handled COVID-19 like I handle a cold. Awful. Terrible. This nigga was a bitch, because I be a bitch when I get colds, nigga. You can't tell me shit. If I get a cold, nigga, I'm not doing shit. This nigga Trump handled... I'm glad I didn't get COVID-19. This nigga Trump didn't do... I wanted to... Oh, bro. First of all, this nigga shut down the country. Some people should wear masks. All right, everybody wear a mask. All right, don't wear a mask. Nigga, just say it. Just tell everybody to wear a mask. Why are you going... Even if it don't work, and it's not preventative, right? Here's my thing. I noticed this before the pandemic. Someone said this on a podcast I was watching, and I was like, true. I've noticed people... I've noticed when I walk around Philly, I've seen some Asian people wearing masks. And then I watched this podcast and they're saying that in some Japanese cultures, or maybe just in Japan in general, when people are sick, they either stay home so they don't get other people sick, or they just fucking wear a mask if they have a cough and shit. Like, it's like simple stuff like that that shows, hey, I'm looking out for the greater good of everybody. Americans was like, greater good, how does that benefit me? And I was like, nigga, it benefits you because your grandma doesn't die. Doesn't that benefit you to see grandma every Christmas? I think so, because... niggas didn't care. Young niggas didn't care. I can't get it. Niggas don't care now. But it's relaxed now. But it's just like, niggas like, fuck. Okay, so what? You get it. You fine. So you can't taste right. Grandma get it. Larry King, R.I.P. him. Dave Chappelle got it. That nigga, I ain't seen a video of this nigga wearing a single mask. I have never once, I love Dave Chappelle, seen Dave Chappelle wear a mask. Have y'all seen Dave? Send me pictures of Dave. He probably got some pictures of the mask. Send me pictures of Dave Chappelle mask. I've seen him on stage and other people are wearing masks, but now this nigga got COVID-19. No, surprise. Shock Pikachu face. Like, what, nigga? No. Of course you got COVID. This nigga, you just be sharing cigarettes and yo, COVID has changed everything. Nigga just be smoking a blunt. Yo, I'm gonna get hit. Pfft, nigga, in a pandemic? You crazy. You better get your own, nigga. It's like, come on, man. Nah, you come on, nigga. I'm not trying to be on a ventilator because you got 5 on it. No. Then this nigga Trump caught COVID. God, you would think, because I knew this nigga was getting COVID. Here's my thing. I was like, if this nigga Trump don't get COVID, it's a hoax. And then what if it's like, they all think it's a hoax, give this nigga COVID. Nah, I was like, and then people were like, oh, see, Trump got COVID, it was fine. Nigga, you know how much money, first of all, not even, this nigga the president. You don't think the world's best top men are on it? What the, yeah, you got that money? For the treatment he took for one day, I would need to work 10 years to afford it. Just one day. Nigga be out here for, oh God, you just kill me too. I don't need it. And then finally, this nigga Trump incited a riot. Yo. I'm sorry I'm talking about Trump so long, but this is it, yo. This nigga incited a riot on Capitol Hill. He gave a speech where he told lie after lie after lie. This nigga blamed Mike Pence. Mike Pence is heated. It probably heated the last year and a half. He is heated right now. He said that nigga, me? You talking about me? Told his followers, oh, we gonna fight for this. And I'm gonna march with y'all in the streets. Then this nigga went home. He got them all riled up and said, oh, no, me? No, I was pointing back there. I was talking to him. I'm going home. And then they, you know what happened. Fucking Tiki Torch Whites marched on Capitol Hill. And that shit, I was watching that shit go down again at work. And I was like, they all white? Yeah, I'm not surprised. Saw the lady get shot climbing through the window. I was like, God damn, they shot her in her face. Bruh. And then her own people turned on her and was like, she was a plant. They had to shoot her for reasons. I was like, y'all niggas crazy. One of your most devoted followers died for the cause. And then y'all niggas flipped it on, these niggas crazy. This nigga Trump. Yo, this shit gonna be in the fucking, it's gonna be in a history book. Kids gonna have to learn about Trump when in like 2030, not even, oh my God. Well, at least it's over. At least it's over and we ain't gotta worry about this nigga hurt nobody no more. It's a wild year. It was a wild 4 years. I remember being younger, being like, wow, I was too young to remember what Bush was like. What was life like having a crazy ass president? And now I know it. Shit. I don't know how you feel about Bush did 9/11, but Bush and 9/11 could have been way worse. You imagine this nigga Trump was around for 9/11? That shit would have. Trump probably would have been. If Trump was around for 9/11, I would be on board when he did that shit. You can't tell me that. But now Joe Biden is president, and niggas on Joe Biden's ass. Yeah, we are. We setting the fire under it. But sometimes, you know, when you set a fire in niggas' ass, they run from it. Some niggas try and burn Joe Biden. Like, they really like, Joe Biden out here a rapist. Whoa. I'll never see these same niggas being like, yo, Trump was a racist. Yeah, everyone's saying it. Just played out. I ain't see you say it, though. That's the thing. Second of all, can we see? Show me these Joe Biden allegations. I don't want to see this nigga sniffing hair. Show me some Joe Biden allegations. And I'm going to show you hundreds, not hundreds, I don't know how many, of Trump allegations. And y'all niggas was quiet. So it's kind of weird you capping. Not capping, but you out here for one nigga and you on his ass, but you wasn't on the other nigga ass. I don't know. Some niggas just like to be a contrarian. But they act like Joe Biden ain't done nothing. The first day, this nigga, he has put in so many executive orders. It's been a week, right? But the first day, he froze approval for anything passed in the last days of Trump's presidency. He did on some salty shit. He rejoined the Paris Agreement on climate change, trying to reintroduce science and the legitimacy. Niggas was really like, are you sure science is real? What? Huh? What would you say? Science, nigga? What do you mean? Show me, are you sure it wasn't just, no, nigga, it's science, it's fact. We've done the math. We ran the numbers, nigga, it's science. He made wearing a mask mandated on federal property, which should have already been a thing. He signed an executive order to put money towards promoting racial equality, which I was like, that's okay. I get it. Thank you, though. Trump didn't do that. This nigga revising immigration enforcement policies so he's not ripping families away. He's refocusing on the climate crisis and canceling the Keystone permit. He's pulling funds from the border wall, which is hilarious. We had funds towards the border wall, and this nigga Trump said Mexico was going to pay for it. Mexico was like, who the fuck you talking to like that? Said, Trump, you better lower your voice when you talk to me like that. Nigga, I'm not paying for shit. You better blow that shit on your side, nigga. Pause student loan payments, which I'm about that. And he's trying to, no, I'm sorry. That was it. I mean, that was more, but that was my list, yo. Like, he's done some shit. He's not just out here chilling. Like, what do you think this nigga doing? He's trying to get COVID in check. He literally is assigning a task force to handle COVID. Dr. Fauci, whatever that nigga is, he literally was so happy. It is like night and day seeing him with Trump and him with Biden. This nigga's like, science is real again. It's like someone told him the tooth fairy was real. I was like, yo, this nigga got spark in his eye again. So they sending out the vaccine. Niggas already got second rounds and shit. My friends have gone through it. Both my friends work in the medical profession too, so shout out to y'all niggas. But listen, I'm gonna get it. I still haven't got it yet, but I'm trying to wait a little bit. I'm trying to wait to see if niggas grow a wing or a third arm out their chest or something, like an eyeball right here. I'm just trying to chill out, wait, let that shit come, and then I'm gonna get it. But some people are going out the way to get this shit, yo. There's one Canadian millionaire, right? Him and his wife, they flew all the way up right near Alaska. Went to a small ass little town, and they're like, we're here to get the vaccine. First of all, the town was like, when you get here, you're supposed to quarantine for 14 days. Yeah. Left the airport and shit. They said, yeah, we run this motel down the street. Like, give us the vaccine. Got the vaccine. People were like, wait, hold on. First of all, this nigga owns casinos all over Canada. Second of all, yo. Did you put patties in the oven? Nope. Second of all, his wife is an actress. So some niggas know y'all. So they called the government. Government went to go track him down at the airport, but they already left the airport. So government fined them. And the town they flew to was like, nah, bump that. Can you actually give them a bigger punishment? We trying to sway people from doing that. You can't just fly across the country. Oh yeah, we own down the street. Niggas probably dressed all posh and shit. It's like, no, you at least if you're gonna do that, dress the part. At least chill for like 2 days. Chill for a couple days. Don't just immediately. Y'all out of pocket. You just keep the ruse up at least. Niggas just out here. Yo, niggas really don't want to follow the rules. It's just like Trey Songz. Trey Songz was at that Chiefs game, and someone was like, yo, there's a nigga over there that won't wear a mask. And they got security. Security was like, yo, nigga, wear your mask. And Trey Songz was like, no. I was like, wait. So I saw the video on Twitter of Trey Songz with the cop of the headlock. So I was like, is that Trey Songz? And I was like, haha, that's funny. Then I saw a picture of Trey Songz in a jail cell. And I was like, wait. Why did you? Because he wouldn't wear a mask. Trey, I know it's hard to sing under the mask, but like, homie, you got it. It's COVID, nigga. You gotta wear a mask. This nigga came in today. He had his mask. I wish I could show you. Hold on. This shit had me hot. Yo. He had his mask. I swear to God. It was like this, but like all scrunched up and shit like this, and you can see his mouth from the side. I was like, you bitch ass nigga, that's not a mask. I can see you. And then he let out the nastiest cough, and I was like, get out right now. I want you out of my face. I ain't saying nothing. These niggas old niggas don't care about anything, and I hate it. But yeah, anyway, Trey Songz is wilding for that. I love the Twitter could just show me shit, and I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Like, I saw this shit the other day on Twitter, and I was like, yo, that actually is crazy and kind of stupid. Here, let me play y'all this clip.
I think women more so like lust after dark skin men than light skin men.
I always,
or at least they say that.
Because you will see, I mean, what you see, a darker skinned guy with a lighter skinned woman. A lot of times.
The reason is that they say it's a masculinity thing. Say, darker skin men, they feel more protected. They feel more, whatever.
Protected.
Yeah.
Because they feel the darker you are.
You definitely know that. Anytime you talk about light skin, nigga, what y'all say? Be soft.
Yeah. You acting light skin.
That's a fact. You acting light skin.
You acting light skin.
But that's,
you don't have, I don't even know a negative connotation with a dark skin man.
No, man.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say this right now. One, that nigga on the far right, you being a little bitch, all right? I'm sorry. I know you probably got blasted, roasted, flamed for being light-skinned, and that was wrong. That's colorism. Colorism is bad. All colors are good, right? That's wrong. But you being a little bitch, you being Charmin ass off right now. I'll never think of a derogatory term for dark-skinned people. Are you serious? Are you kidding? Niggas, I don't even want to add to the stereotype, but I could just think of one off the top of my head. Niggas be calling niggas midnight. Oh, all I can see is your teeth. I'm not even dark skinned. I'm like, what I call. This is the color that I like my coffee, honestly. But I understand. That's dumb. I'm sorry. All colorism is wrong, but you can't think of one? My nigga, are you serious? And that's not also talking about the fact that they're seen as a... No, let me just keep playing. But I Charmin, nigga.
Hey, this dark skin
ugly.
Hard to
they call
carry,
him ugly.
Black can't see him.
Black monkey. All type of shit.
I'm saying whenever you see you acting light skin, like nobody says you acting dark skin.
You too aggressive.
You acting light skin.
You too aggressive.
Here come this pretty boy, light skin.
Why you always mad?
Here go this light skin dude being pretty. You don't say, oh, here go this dark skin dude being pretty.
But I just said,
here go this dark skin dude.
It's negative. It's It's like but at the same time, like for the light skin, it's like more praise. Not necessarily praise. But you talk now. You talk on a lot.
Now hold on, homie in the hoodie, right, with the black cup in front of you. You are correct. That is how it works, and that's not right. And it's because basically white people took over the world. It is what it is, and they made their standard of beauty them, right? So we're influenced by them, not directly, but we didn't want to be, but that's how it is because the niggas took us. So that was the standard of beauty. So to be lighter is to be considered a better complexion. They are more praised. That is a thing, and it's wrong, but you're right. It is a thing. It's why people are like, oh, mixed babies are so cute. It's a complexion. You get the best of both worlds. Let me keep going.
But a lot of times it is praise, and darker skinned people, they talking down on them. Like I said, they calling them names, calling them ugly, saying they too aggressive.
Dude is right.
You know what I'm saying they mean.
No, bro.
Yes.
No. I've never heard a light skinned dude go up to a dark skinned dude and the first joke whenever they're speaking or anything, if they say anything, say
it's not about you, nigga. It's not about you and what happened to you in your past. They'll never be in high school in the locker room being like, nigga, you light skin ass nigga. No, we're talking about society as a whole. Fuck what happened in the past. That was wrong. We can agree on that, but as society as a whole, my dude, like, you were wrong. Or maybe that's your experience and you need to widen your net, and that's fair.
They say, hey, you acting dark skinned.
That's because
if I say anything,
that's because niggas is
here come this light skin dude.
I got one. They'll say dark skin, you a field nigga.
I've never heard that, but that's fair.
Like it's a joke, straight up.
I share your experience. I've never heard that though.
Hey,
come on, dog.
Especially coming up. Hey,
I can't ride with y'all on that. I can't ride with y'all on that.
I can't ride.
No, they will say that.
I believe it.
Plenty of times from y'all. Here you go acting light skinned.
Is that really an insult for a man?
Insult. You talk about my skin tone. That is an insult.
Yeah. Come on, man.
It is an insult. It is absolutely an insult. It is absolutely an insult. Yeah, that's what it is. Niggas just be against niggas, and if everybody against you, you just take a stance, and you like, I'm in the corner, nigga. I'm just start punching. I don't care. You don't care if you're logical. You just be start saying shit.
You call women pretty, right?
Y'all niggas is tripping, fool.
See, that's what the conversation right there.
So yeah, I saw that, and I was just like. And then there's also the thing where like, oh, this is insulting my masculinity. What, nigga? This nigga just. First of all, again, what you're seeing is light skin, right? You're soft. What does that mean? You're a pretty boy. This nigga, all you care about is looks. That means you're attractive. For some people, beauty is something that they like to have in themselves. That's not a bad thing. It's only if your ego is inflated by that. But it's all. What's the difference, or what's worse? being seen as someone who only cares about their looks and similarly can't fight, or someone who is aggressive and dangerous and you would cross the street when you see? Obviously the second one. And I think, dude, on the far right, you failed to miss that point. I think you were thinking about your own experiences and you failed to see others and the wider idea of what we were talking about, the broader context. But no, that's fair. You might need to widen your, that's whatever. I was just disappointed to see that, and I'm just like, every time I see niggas just, I don't know, not understand shit, I want to try and help them and get them to at least try and see my point of view and see that, yeah, what is happening, and you're lighter. That shouldn't matter. Your color, your complexion should not matter. All colors, all complexions are beautiful. Is what's in here, my nigga? Oh no, yeah. I just wanna move on to some funnier shit. Like, for example, Reddit influenced GameStop and their stock to inflate over 2,000%. Now, I don't know if that's the right number, but these niggas on the subreddit, Wall Street Bets, basically got together and said, we're going to pump up GameStop stock. Everyone get money into it. I was chilling with my boy. He was like, yo, you see the stock of GameStop flew up? I was like, what? Why? Did they get more PlayStation 5? So what happened? I was like, why did GameStop? And I was like, you know what? Let me do what I always do. Go on to Reddit. Reddit was like, yeah, we did that shit, nigga. Yo, because what always happens when a subreddit gets popular, it's like when it's small, it's cool and it's niche and like everyone's kind of logical and makes sense, but then it gets big and blows up and then it's just circle jerk. Everyone's saying the same shit. So niggas today were like, yo, we gonna flood AMC movie theaters, and I was like, do I download Robinhood? Let me see what this shit about. I didn't though, but I was telling my coworker this morning because we were talking about it yesterday. I was like, yeah, so they said AMC today. You should probably hop on that. He was like, no, no. I was like, bro, you should probably hop on that shit before it closes. These niggas, everybody up top mad. They're like, hey, only the rich get to do that. And it's like, all right, I don't really understand much about stocks. I just wanted to talk about that because I was like, Reddit be the shit sometimes. All right, let's talk about some sports for a little bit. Super Bowl's coming up. Like I said, the Bills aren't in it. I'm sorry. But, like always, Tom Brady's in it, you know. I kind of feel y'all niggas now. When he's not on my team, it's not fun anymore. I still like the nigga, you know. He still did a lot for our organization. And I've said it over and over again. I would have liked him way more if he was just retired. And this nigga was like, nah, I'm gonna just go play for another team. And I was like, I get it. I wish Belichick was nicer. I just wish this nigga was just like, come on, man. Kobe got to retire again. R.I.P. to the GOAT. But Kobe, no, well, I mean, there's a whole nother conversation. But Kobe got to retire with the Lakers, man. I just wanted that too, man. Did the Colt fans? No, I don't know. You know what? I was gonna say the Colt fans. Did y'all miss Peyton Manning? Didn't you get Andrew Luck right after Peyton Manning? Similarly with Packers fans, did you guys miss Brett Favre? How come y'all storied franchises get to have back-to-back great quarterback? I mean, we got Cam Newton. Cam Newton was cool because I was like, damn, we can have fun playing football. I was just like, you guys got to win, and if you lose, fuck it. Cam Newton came in, and I was like, no expectations. We just can run the ball all the time. I'm cool with that. Fuck it. Cam Newton's arm. Cam Newton was doing pretty good too. This nigga got COVID. I was like, no. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, he came back. He was like, yeah, y'all, COVID is for real. I was like, no, Cam. Just wait a second. Just what did Trump do? Do what Trump did, please. So anyway, Patriots did make Super Bowl. It was like playoff push. I was like, tank. What? Y'all see what the Jets doing? Hire Adam Gase as an offensive coordinator. We need a draft pick. I want Justin Fields to fall to 15 so bad. I want 14 other teams to be like, I don't know what to do. Let's just okay, yeah, cool. I want Trevor Lawrence or Justin Fields to fall because Cam ain't it, Stidham ain't it. Who I don't even know the other nigga. None of those niggas are it. So we got to figure it out. But Chiefs figured it out. And Tom Brady led the Buccaneers to their first playoffs, to their first Super Bowl since 2002. Not heated. I've been saying this analogy all week, so I'll say it again. You know what this feels like? I don't love Tom Brady, but as far as the Patriots, I do love the Patriots. And what Tom Brady and the Patriots did felt like a relationship, right? And then they broke up. This is like seeing your girlfriend, your ex-girlfriend, get with someone, and they're bigger and stronger than you, and you're like, damn. And they're richer, and they're more handsome than you. And you're like, whatever. That's fine. I don't need them. And then they go to the Super Bowl. They get married. Now you gotta watch them get married. They give you an invitation. You gotta pay for it. You're like, fuck you. It's a destination wedding. Anyway, Tom Brady has been in 10 Super Bowls. If you don't think he's the GOAT by now, there is absolutely nothing he can do that will impress you. What? Y'all niggas call this nigga a system quarterback? Okay. Wait, what? It's the same system? It's certainly not the same system that's in Tampa Bay, that's in New England, so he must be two system quarterback. But other people will say, oh, well, Tom Brady isn't the best quarterback. Aaron Rodgers is more athletically gifted than Tom Brady is. Yes, but he's not more mentally gifted than Tom Brady is. Shit, Tom Brady wouldn't have thrown to Devontae Adams 3 times in a row, but that's whatever. When he had some open people in the end zone, that's whatever. He probably would have converted the 2-point conversion. Seem to remember Tom Brady converting a lot of 2-point conversions. I also remember Tom Brady being the quarterback that has only given it back, that has only given the ball back to the offense twice, and I think in his career, and one of them was a kneel down against the Ravens. So anyway, Tom Brady is the GOAT, and if you don't think so, you don't crack. If he loses, he's still the GOAT. It's like LeBron James. This nigga not. That's a different conversation. But getting there is a feat on its own. Getting there, the amount of times that these people, Tom Brady, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Wayne Gretzky, don't know baseball, but I'ma say Babe Ruth. No, don't know baseball. Anyway, it's crazy getting there. But those losses do hurt. Like LeBron's got those losses to the great Warrior teams, and then those niggas added Kevin Durant for some reason. Tom Brady's got 3 losses, right? All the NFC East players. One, the Big Dick Nick, whatever. Fuck that championship. And then another 2, oh, God. Fuck the NFC East, actually. That's why I love seeing these niggas suffer. Anyway, the other 2 were Eli Manning, and those 2 were awful. Those 2 were probably... I know Patriots fans aren't allowed to bitch and moan because of all the success we've had. But those seasons were trash, nigga. We were the greatest team. Could have been. Anyway. Eli Manning, just this nigga, yo. He was talking to some people earlier. He was like, look, whenever I talk to Tom Brady, I think about it, but I never mention those seasons. But Tom Brady always mentions that season, 2007 particularly. And I was like, this nigga Brady really heated. I know I be heated. I'm just a fan. That nigga be talking to him. Be in the middle of the conversation. Yo, Tom, what'd you have for lunch today? Yo, fuck you for that Super Bowl. It's like, oh, all right. Okay. Damn, I never mind. Bye. But like, it's really funny because he hangs out with his older brother Peyton Manning. But there aren't pictures. There are a lot of pictures of Peyton Manning and Tom Brady together, and there are pictures of the 3 of them together, but not Tom Brady and Eli Manning like that. Well, there's 1 from the Super Bowl. There's 2 probably actually. Yeah. So that's that. Speaking of the NFL, Chad Wheeler of the Seahawks is accused of beating up his girlfriend. First of all, fuck TMZ forever, but also fuck TMZ for posting that he got into a fight. You said a fight? An altercation? No. Assault. With the intent of murder. This man, who apparently is bipolar, that's not an indication of his character, just explaining his state of mind at the time, told his girlfriend or wife or whoever she was to him, to bow to him. And she said no. So he beat her and strangled her. And then went to go get something to eat, made a smoothie. She got up and ran to the bathroom, and he just said, oh, you're still alive? And sipped his smoothie. She ran to the bathroom, called 911. Cops came, tried to arrest him. He was he wasn't cooperative, so they forcefully arrested him. But then he was released on bond. Now, as soon as I heard about this story, I came to tell y'all. So when you ask, where's the media? Right here. This is me. I told y'all. As far as the bigger sports media, I can't excuse them not talking about it, right? But it's not the same as like Ray Rice or Antonio Brown or Ocho Cinco. It's not the same as those dudes. because those are big names. They're going to talk about them anyway. But then they do some fuck shit, Greg Hardy. And then the league acts swiftly when they're black, but then when they're white. Look, the league does do some fuck shit with black players. That's obvious. Maybe they're just trying to hush it under the rug. Also, he wasn't even on the Seahawks. They were like, yo, fuck this nigga. He's already released. We weren't bringing him back. He should face punishment from the NFL. But also, niggas, they're not slow on it. They are going to do an investigation. He's going to be not playing in the NFL anymore. That's going to happen. But also, like, they're not the police, though. Right? They can't arrest him. They can say, yes, he can't play in the NFL ever again right now. They can take their time and say it. Because what they say means nothing. Because he's not being signed by anyone. It's in a day and age where, yes, players just do really wild stuff and get away with it. We live in a day and age where everything is captured by this little jump right here in your hand. So you can't get away with any shit like that. No way. It's just that for the majority of the time, and when we look at players like Tyreek Hill and Antonio Brown, who are both in the Super Bowl, this sport is trash. It's fun to watch, but it's trash. Is that fair to say? I'd watch basketball and baseball, but they're so long, nigga. Why you have to have so many games, man? I can't pay attention. 80 games, I'm like, I'll tune in every now and then. 100+ games, you are out of your goddamn mind. Y'all need to just tone it back. 16 is not enough, but football is so hard on the body. Anyway. That man deserves to rot in prison. Send him to jail forever. Today on Am I the Asshole? Am I the asshole for not letting my husband's nephew come in and out of our room that we're staying in? My husband and I are staying with our family for a few weeks due to the burst pipes in our own home. We're staying in a spare bedroom, and occasionally one of my husband's nephews stays in it sometimes before we got there. He's 5. So he was over during the weekend, and he tried... So he was over during the weekend, and he tried to walk into the spare room, but we locked it so he could sleep. He started yanking and kicking on the door, yelling to unlock the door to let him in. I got out of bed and told him he needed to 1, calm down, 2, quiet down. Said, chill. All right, now shh. And 3, knock before you come in the room. And then he stormed off. Sister-in-law popped her head out and suggested that we just keep the door unlocked so he can come in and go as he pleases. He's used to that. I said, no, there's no reason for him to be in there. She argued that he just wanted to spend time with us. I reiterated no, and she huffed off and said something like, that I hope you like being woken up in the morning. Huh? What? No, you gonna tell your kid boundaries, nigga. We got boundaries here. The next morning, he started screaming at us to get up and let him in. We just ignored him, and he started screaming louder and throwing things at the door. Mother-in-law then came downstairs and said we need to keep unlocked doors here because we just don't do locked doors in the house. Huh? There's some locked doors in this house. And that he just wanted to crawl in bed with us and cuddle. Oh, no. She was like, no, that's weird. That's weird. What do you mean? What? Why would I want some random child? Not random, why would I want some child to just... No, I'm trying to sleep, nigga. I mean, especially moving, you about to get a concussion. Be like, pop. My bad. I was playing pickup basketball in my dream. I hit the layup, by the way. She was shocked and said something like, it's not weird, it's perfectly normal. He's a child. I said, I get that, but I'm not comfortable with having cuddle time with someone else's kid. She argued that we're guests and that they would prefer if we didn't lock any doors because it's just not welcoming. No, you just moving the goalposts, nigga. No. You just... If you want to do it for us, do it because we said so. No. I said, I get that. Wait. I said I prefer not to have someone's kid try and crawl in bed with me. She kept saying that I was being cold. My husband's on my side, but things have been super weird. Not between the two of us, but it's obvious that my attempt at boundaries was shocking for the family. Shocking. On the one hand, I get the whole my house, my rule thing, but I also draw the line. So why are you, how could you be the asshole? How could you be the asshole? They can't even go to a hotel. How could you be, what? How could you be an asshole? Is it wrong to expect privacy in your own house? Not house. So if you invite somebody to your house, right, you're saying, hey, look, we can accommodate you on certain things. Certain times we have house rules. You might have to abide by it. Like, we recycle here, or you shower here. Don't take a 30+ minute shower. don't leave stuff around the bathroom sink. Those are fair rules. Hey, let my child come in bed whenever he wants and come in your room. You probably go through your shit. Just no, I'm not allowed to have any privacy here or boundaries, nigga. You just never introduce your child to boundaries. What happens the first time he stays over at somebody else's house? He's like, I want to go in this room, but they said I can't. But I'm gonna throw a tantrum. He was throwing shit at the wall. That's a problem. That's not even like oh, you wronged him. This nigga was like, let me in. Like, no, don't let that nigga in for shit. God damn. No, obviously you were not the asshole. His family then beat her down. No, not the asshole. Horrors of the horrors of the world. Talking about this tale, about to go and hit you with the lair of the woman who gon' come up and give you your death. Gonna come down when you see her in the forest. She gonna give you, take your last breath, better come up on you. Better make sure you tell her the right shit. Make sure she hear what she wanna hear, or she gonna grab you by the ear, slit you like the Joker, make you come up, make you say I'm a choker. But she grab you, take you into the forest, and you blast, and you gone, and you not gonna sing, then you last in the past. About to go get her ass, about to go and run fast, but she catch you, then you gotta go at you, then you blew up, then you gone death. What? Horrors of the world, talking about the lady, talking about the girl, talking about the scary woman with the black hair, about to come up, catch you like a snare, about to go Ric Flair on you, about to go and take you up to her humans, you about to annihilate you, about to go. I ran out. But horrors of the world. Like I said, this may or may not be real. You might have saw it, you might have heard about it. This is the slit mouth woman. So this is the tale that I read. It's basically about a boy being told about the slit-mouthed woman as his father comes in. Father's drunk. So you telling this boy tales, don't fill his head with that nonsense. She's like, hey, listen, I'm trying to just warn him in case, my voices are terrible, but she's trying to warn him in case she ever comes across the slit-mouthed woman. Father's like, nah, don't tell him that. You, nigga, go to bed. Which is blowing. You ever been sent to bed when you're not supposed to be? It sucks. So they argue. Eventually he leaves. I'm drunk, but I can get drunker. Fuck you. Goes to get drunk. Right? Takes this long path because they live out in the woods. You ever been in your friend's house and they out in the woods? And they just be like, better be mad quiet out here. All you hear is owls hooting. You be like, nah, not for me. I feel safe where other niggas can hear me scream. Thank you very much. So anyway, this nigga coming back from the bar. And he's just stumbling through the woods. And he sees a shadowy figure. He's like, here goes this girl. We gotta go back and forth. I just got home. Can I walk through the door first? He's like, I'm coming. He starts trudging. As he gets closer, he's like, wait, that's who is that? And he sees a woman. She got the mask on. You know how you can tell though. Even though she got the mask on, you're like, yo, she beautiful under there. So he starts walking towards her. Because it's the pandemic out here. She conscious. She care about herself. So she's wearing a mask. Let me go say what's up. So he starts walking. I don't know. He probably wearing a mask too. He walk up to her, and then as he looks, he like something glimmer in the moonlight, and he's like, oh shit. You see a big ass pair of scissors in her hand. She holding them like, I can't even do that, but she got them right. He's like, what the fuck? All right, but she's crazy, but she hot. They're usually crazy and hot. It's the scales. The hotter you are, the crazier. I get it. Let's do something with this. Let's put the scissors over here. Anyway, he walks closer. He's the scissors down. We can talk. He walks closer, and he gets in front of her, and she goes, "Am I beautiful?" And he's like, "Yes." Wow, what scissors? And then she takes off her mask, and he's like, "Oh my God, buck teeth." And he sees that her mouth is gashed from ear to ear. And she says, am I beautiful? And this nigga screamed. Which is apparently the wrong fucking answer. And she fucking just fucking fast as shit, like Naruto fast, like comes, swoops down on him, starts stabbing him with the scissors. Out in the distance, his son's watching the whole thing go down. Sees his father approach the woman in the distance. Sees him fucking lightning fast, starts stabbing him, and then just nowhere, just disappear. Nigga, she just fly off with him. He's like, what the fuck, yo, mom? This nigga, she's like, I know I just told you the story, but I just go to bed. All right, it's stories. Like that nigga he out there drinking. He be home whenever. But he's not home whenever. He doesn't come back, and everyone's like, yo, that nigga, fuck nigga. Like we've already said throughout the story, he's a fuck nigga. He just probably ran off. He's not coming back. But the son is like, nah, I've been trying to tell y'all for like the last 10 years that this nigga just got stabbed to death and yeeted and then spirited away. But nobody believed him. He fucking was like, I'm gonna find him. I'm gonna find her. He's doing research, trying to find her. And eventually his research leads him to this old dude who just chills in the library. And he goes and talks to him. And this dude's reading this book. Guy comes in, doesn't even look up from his book. He's just like this, like, I can't even face you niggas. Again, it's a pandemic, so they gotta be 6 feet away. So he talks to him and he's like, oh, so have you heard of the Slipmouth woman? This woman that comes down and kills people. She killed my dad. And he's like, yeah, I heard of her. I came across her one day. And dude was like, yo, you here though? So did you survive? Did she heal you after she stabbed you? He was like, no. She asked me if I was beautiful, and I had heard of her before. So I knew to answer right. So she said, am I beautiful? And I held everything in, and I said, yes, you're beautiful. And she said, if so, then prove it. She took her scissors and gashed me from here to here. And he turns around and you can see the scars all sewed up and shit. So dude is like, okay, that's not the right answer either. Because I can't accept that either. That sounds painful, and like that nigga barely survived, right? So he tried to do more research and he found out that this could be the ghost of a woman who could have been done out by so many things. Like a samurai could have abused his wife and cut her and abused her with the samurai sword, and then her ghost came back to wreak havoc on whoever. Or it could have just been someone who was with the doctors or a dental place, and they were just like, oh, we slipped, and now you look like the Joker. Like, it's not too many Joker jokes. But what do they call it? A Chelsea grin. Like, you know what the shit is. Like, it's like, yeah, like, or they say it could be a rival of someone who was, they'll try and be like, I like her, or I like him, and you like him too, so I'm gonna cut you so you look ugly so he doesn't like you. Other people thought it was just a demon, and that her slit mouth has her teeth in it and shit, and she feasts on people, and that's how she lives. There's just no clear answer. And he goes crazy about this, but eventually he kind of moves on where he gets a family with a wife and kids, but he's still into it, and he's into finding out this woman so he can find out if he can find his dad, or maybe just defeat this woman or get revenge or something. And he shirks his duties as a husband, and his wife is just infuriated because he's just in his own head about this fictional demon to everyone else. But you know what you see when you see something, you know what you saw. So he's just, in it too much one day. Him and his wife are just like, yo, they just go at it. He's like, I can't hear it, I'm gonna go drinking. He goes to drink, and you know what? While he's drinking, he realizes he has been fucking up. I'm not doing right by her or my kids. I should go home, be the better person, go apologize. So he gets up from the bar, starts walking home, starts walking down the path, and he looks and he's like, oh shit, there she go right now. I just gotta walk up to her, just be a man, say I'm sorry. Starts walking up to her, and as he gets closer, the blood just goes cold, the nerves running, the hair, everything, just like, oh shit, no, why was I so foolish? Why did I move out to the middle of nowhere? He sees the same woman that he saw attack his father, and the same woman he's been chasing for years. She's in front of him. She says, am I beautiful? He knew that no one survived. They said no, right? If you say no at all, nigga, you die. So he's not saying no in any circumstance. So he says, yes, you're beautiful. And then she takes off the mask, and he stays calm. All this meditation and preparing he does, he knows what's going to come next. So he just stops and stays calm. And then she asks again, am I beautiful? And he says this time, you're average. Nothing more, nothing less, right? Just medium. You are all right. And she looks at him. She's puzzled, but she doesn't move. And then he heard that you can give her a sacrifice, or, like, here you go. This is my tribute to you. So he reaches in his pocket for anything, like a pen, a piece of paper, a balled up piece of gum. And he finds a little candy that his daughter put in his pocket before he left the house. And he was like, all right, cool with that. I guess that works. So he puts the candy on the ground, and she runs to the candy. And this nigga bolt. He dips. He said, bet, goes to the candy. She's distracted. Dip, gets to his house, sees his wife and kids, hugs them, and says, yo, all right, listen, I don't know what's gonna happen next, but I'm done with that shit. But by the way, y'all need to be prepared, just in case. All right, now I'm done with it. But yeah, I don't know how you feel about fairy tales and shit. Here's my thing, like, for example, Candyman. That was Horrors of the World, by the way. Here's my thing, but look, do I believe in Candyman? No, that was a movie that some niggas made up. Also, do I care? Yeah. It's not. I'm not gonna risk it. And that's what I'll say about that. But the most important thing is that, like, people be like, you want to play with a Ouija board? No. Why would I ever in my life want to be like, yo, let me talk to somebody? I respect that. And really, that's the thing about me. I got a backup piece of garlic in my backpack if I ever see a vampire, just in case. You gotta have a cross on you, nigga. Yeah, I keep a stack with silver bullets, for real. You never know. I don't know, man. I just don't try shit. I don't trust it. But that's me, and that can be y'all too. Anyway, that is it for Let's Be Blunt. Thanks for watching, guys. My name's Cliff, and this has been Let's Be Blunt. Peace.